Good afternoon, Gills fans and England fans. Welcome back to Gills in the Blood TV for another episode in our England World Cup 2018 series. Back in the studio. Yeah, we've just watched England v Nigeria. So we're just going to have a little discussion about that. Who we thought done well, who didn't do so well, man of the match, that type of thing. And then myself and Boz will go through who we think should start the first game against Tunisia. Nearly forgot. First half I thought we were really good.
Should have been well clear, I think.
Could have been out of sight, couldn't we? I thought we got in lots of good areas. Defensively we weren't tested at all, were we? Let's be honest. They were average at best first half, the Nigerians.
Sterling on a field day, didn't he, first half?
Yes, he did, and like we've just said, he got into lots of good positions, but he frustrates me for England because I don't want to dig him out because obviously he's had some horrible press this week, but we're only going to talk about the football performance, aren't we? We're not doing anything else. But you see him in a Man City shirt and then he looks a different player in an England shirt, which is frustrating. He got in good positions. I think he lashed one over the bar. There was one where he come back inside and slowed it down when he could have just got a shot away.
Yeah, pretty bad dive.
I was going to say, second half, that was horrendous for me. That was really, really poor.
And sadly, the sun will be all over that Monday morning.
Yep, that's tomorrow's headline for them because they're too lazy to think of anything proper, which is sad, really, really sad, but that sums up them as a paper, but that's another subject for another day. We could probably talk about that for a long time, but we don't want to give them too much airtime. But yeah, the dive was poor. He was going down well before the keeper even got close to him, wasn't he? Yeah, I mean, like, it's a friendly, but rightfully, like you say, he got caution because it was cheating. There's a difference for me between falling over and trying to land on a defender.
Down, yeah.
I'm going to say, yeah. If
he almost went down thinking there was going to be contact.
Yeah. If you're upright and you initiate it because you know there's definitely 100% going to be a connection in terms of contact from a defender or a keeper, then you might get away with it. But that, he was halfway down before the keeper got near him, which was really poor. But yeah, we created plenty. Gary Cahill, who I had in my squad for ages, I've been a champion in him for quite a while. I thought he was first class. His header was really good. And at that stage, I thought we were going to go and get 2 or 3 first half. But again, it comes back to wrong decisions. Keeper didn't cover himself in glory for the second goal.
Oh, God, no. As soon as that went in, I said to you, you should have saved that.
I didn't think it was that bad at first. And I saw the replay and he's like falling on it.
Off the underside of his knee.
Kneed it in, yeah. The only thing I said, and I was trying to defend him on Twitter, was that Harry Kane, the difference to Sterling is he gets himself set so quick, so his shot gets away before a keeper's got himself in the right position.
That right there's the difference, isn't it? Because Kane doesn't think. Instinct.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, he seems to think more specifically in an England shirt because he plays off instinct for City, and that's why he scored 23 goals last season and got 17 assists.
For City, he's one of a lot of good players in the England shirt. He's been heavily relied on, isn't he?
So do you think he thinks there's more pressure on him because he's one of the big fish, whereas, like you say, he's got Aguero,
I said
De
to you,
Bruyne
my
and Silva.
front three would be in Rashford and Kane, and I'd have Sterling on the other side.
You'd have Rashford, so because you said before we come on air that you'd start that team with the World Cup, and Rashford didn't start.
Yeah, and I realised that Rashford didn't start.
So, but we'll go through that in a minute. Boz will make up his mind. Second half weren't so good.
Underwhelming.
Yes, but I think in fairness to them, they matched us up, didn't they? And it took us a while to adjust it. They went man on man,
for man, yeah.
And went 3 at the back like we had. I thought the goal was poor from our point of view, in the sense that if you look,
everybody stopped.
Yeah, did you look at the replay, especially the one from behind the goal, and you can see Dyer and Ali just trotting into the edge of the D, and Iwobi's alert to it and runs away from him, and it's a smart finish. He's controlled it into the back of the net. It is a smart finish, but I just think the build-up play we could have done a bit more. But it is a friendly, and we said, didn't we, watching it, that
if we'd have won 5-0, you're looking to that as much as you do as a 2-1 win.
Of course, yeah, and a win's a win.
Doesn't mean a lot.
And if you win 2-1 or 5-0 at the World Cup, it only gets you 3 points still. But we said, didn't we, off air, it must be hard because they know they're in an England squad now. They're going to the World Cup bar an injury. So it must be tricky, especially when you're winning a football match, to keep your levels up, especially second half, because you don't want to get hurt. And there was, then the Africans have always been like that. They when they start losing, they get a bit rash, don't they? They start leaving their footing. I mean, one of my...
today's case, their heads in, kept heading each other.
Kept headbutting each other. What's going on there? I've never seen so much. I thought the first one, I thought the bloke broke his whole face, but he carried on, fair play to him. He had a half-decent game. But my abiding memory of one of my first World Cups is 1990. I don't know if it's a bit before your time, but you might have seen footage. No, in terms of the Africans, was the Cameroon-Argentina game, which was the first game of that tournament. And Claudio Canija, who later ended up at Rangers, he gets clipped by the first Cameroonian. The second one runs into him and he's sort of trying to keep on his feet, and the third one just absolutely annihilates him into the crowd and gets booked. And it's quite funny to watch, but they just become very ragged, don't they, if they start getting beat. But in terms of match ratings, we'll have a look at that. We went Jordan Pickford 6.5. Didn't do a lot. Didn't do anything wrong, but didn't have a lot to do.
Nothing with a goal, I don't think.
No, he can't get up in time after it's come back off the post. Boz's man in the match was Kyle Walker, who I wouldn't have argued with. We gave him 7.5. John Stones.
All defence was strong, weren't they?
Yeah, which we said was quite odd, because after that first half, you'd have thought one of the offensive players would have got it. But so we went Walker 7.5, Stones 6.5, Gary Cahill 7. He got it on ITV, I think.
You mentioned him a few times.
I thought he was very good. I think he has to play. He's played himself into contention. I think we'll do that in a minute. I'll keep getting to the next subject. But yeah, I think he's played himself right into contention. My man in the match was Kieran Trippier. I thought he was really good at right wing back. Delivery was generally really good.
As well, wasn't it?
Yeah, he was unlucky that one that the keeper made a decent save, so I gave him 7.5. Eric Dyer 6.5. I thought Delhi was good in the middle in a performance.
Got about it. He didn't just sit beside Dyer, did he? He left Dyer to do his thing. And
yeah, and the thing is, you're not going to notice him so much there because he's deeper, so he's not going to be running in so much like he does for Tottenham. But I thought he was quite disciplined off the ball, and I thought he used it really well, so we gave him a 7. Ashley Young, you said, was impressive first half, and he offers a different option in terms of Danny Rose.
And you said the difference between him and Rose is he's 2-footed, isn't he?
Yeah, so he can come inside and deliver from a different angle, whereas Rose is generally 90% of the time, let's get on the outside and try and get to the byline. Who else have we got? Lingard 7, Sterling 6.5, and Kane 7. I didn't think Kane did loads in the game, but he took his goal really well, with a little bit of help from the keeper. And the substitutes, we had Delph 6, Rose 6, Ruben Loftus-Cheek 6.5, and then Marcus Rashford and Danny Welbeck 6. It was difficult to give a rating. They didn't do anything wrong. They weren't on.
We did both like Loftus-Cheek, didn't we?
Yeah, again, and it was another interesting one because he started as that deep lying playmaker, didn't he, when he first come on, and then they shifted it about a bit, and he ended up going up as one of the front three. So versatility, but yeah, he's a big old lump.
He's
said
a big size.
You don't get the ball off him. So
you said you think he could be the X factor, didn't you?
I think he could be the sort of wild card if you're looking for one, because people don't know loads about him. People now know about Dele Alli, know about Raheem Sterling, Harry Kane, that type of thing. But I think he could just be the little unknown. Even Marcus Rashford, people know about him. He's played United for 2 years now. But Loftus-Cheek may have gone in under the radar at Palace. And he was very good in his debut back in the winter, I think, before he got injured. So, should we do who we think's going to win it while we're at it?
Who we think's going to win it?
Or are we just going to let's do next England game. First England game at the World Cup for you. So we agreed. I disagree with the keeper. I think Jack Butland to start, but I think Gareth Southgate will stick with Pickford. Who would you start first game?
I tend to agree with that. I've liked Butland for a while now, but I think Pickford is there on merit at the moment, isn't he?
That's it. He's not done anything wrong. So for me, 2 of the centre halves are in. I think my 3 centre backs would be Walker, Cahill, and Maguire for the first game. Yours would be.
I wouldn't change it. Well, I don't think he'll change it.
I think in Southgate's mind, it's between Cahill and Maguire for the last one, because I think he'll just play.
And the more we look at it like
because
that,
Cahill played on the left of the side, didn't he, today? So it'd be interesting there. I think Trippier's nailed on at right wing back, to be honest.
I think fair play. Anyone that could get Walker and Trippier in the same side, fair play.
Yeah, he's been very good, and it's
they couldn't do that at Tottenham, could they?
No, because Pochettino plays 4 at the back, and he's found a way to get it done. And Walker's been very good at centre half in the 3 games he's played there as well.
And they sort of complement each other, don't they?
Well, the thing is, he knows if Walker overlaps, then Trippier can just tuck in. Centre midfield, Dyer starts for me as one of the holders.
Yeah, he's nailed on.
Who would you play next to him? Would you play Ali in there?
I would play Ali, yeah. I don't like playing Henderson next to him.
I don't rate Henderson at all. I think we both said the same. I'd have taken Lallana or Wilshere, or
so
I had Lallana and Wilshere in my squad.
In the first 2 games, we should win.
Yeah, you'd
comfortably.
Think Tunisia and Panama, we can probably get away with
so
just playing one.
2 holders.
So we leave Delhi in there. Left wing back's tricky for me now. I'd probably still just go with Danny Rose, but Ashley Young again is there.
Again, I think at the moment Rose has got, Young's got the shirt, and
this is the thing, isn't it? It could all come down to what we see on Thursday. Kane starts as the centre forward 100% unless he's injured, and I think Sterling has to play because of his City season. So then it's between Lingard and Rashford maybe for us then.
I'd play Sterling on the right because I know he's starting on the left today, but he plays on the right for City.
So you play him and then Lingard or Rashford from the left with Kane as the centre forward. Rashford over Lingard.
But then you like to have that X factor on the bench, don't you? Which could be Rashford.
Yeah, but then you can always play him up. You could always go to a 2 then if you've not got. Could you go to a 2 if you had Rashford and Kane playing? You could put them up, and then you could have Trippier, Young, or Rose, and then Ali, Dyer, and one in behind. So you could, it could be flexible with Rashford. I can see your point there, so that'd be interesting. But yeah, all in all, I thought it was a worthwhile exercise. It's a warm-up game.
It's the same as pre-season games for us. You can't read too much into it, and again, I don't want to be injured, like you say. They don't in the squad.
And the second half, distinctly, especially last 15-20 minutes, took on the feel of a
training
exercise.
They've always won it in the first half, didn't they?
We were very good. I think there was plenty of positive signs. How far can we go?
I've got us down as quarterfinals.
I'm always optimistic.
Traditional English quarterfinals.
Traditionally end up getting fed up after watching one game and realising it's not going to happen. I think we might get to the semis with a bit of luck. I did one of the predictors the other day. I had Spain to beat France in the final.
See, I would go Germany or France to win. France have got a lot of good attackers. Not so great defensively.
The ones that they've left at home is ridiculous.
Yeah, Martial's been left at home.
Lacazette's been left at home. Then you look at Spain, have left the likes of Marcus Alonso, Fabregas, Morata at home.
Bellerin.
Yeah, there's a reason for that. Marcus Alonso, for me, I don't know how he's not gone.
No, he's one of them. If he was any other nationality, he'd be him, wouldn't he?
But then is that because they play a back 4 and Jordi Alba starts every week? So, but it wouldn't be a bad backup. I think they take a Monreal though. I'm not having that for me. I'm not having Monreal's better than Marcus Alonso. So you're going.
If I was
give us a team
now, I'll go Germany.
Germany. I'm going. Who did I say? Spain. I had Spain to beat France in the final. I'm going England semi-finals. Bossy's going quarter-finals. It will be fun.
Well, it might be.
Tactical ankle break.
It's work. Saves booking time off work.
So no, we're looking forward to it. It should be good. We will try and bring you some more. Maybe Thursday or Friday we could do something after the Costa Rica game, which we think is Ellen Road. Did you say?
I'm sure it's Ellen Road.
I didn't realise it was not at Wembley. But they've said obviously it's up north, so somewhere up there. Which is I like that. I like the idea of them going around the country
again. I don't
again.
think they should be playing at Wembley. I like.
No, move it around. I think it's a good idea. So yeah, I think that summed it up. To be honest. We've done match ratings, man of the match, covered the game, who we think should start in the first game, if everybody's fit, picked our winners. I suppose we just pick who we're going to lose on penalties to, because invariably that's how it works out, isn't it? So, but no.
I think going on what I worked out, we played Germany in the quarterfinals.
It's Germany or Brazil, isn't it? I think I had us to beat Poland in the second round, and then
I think I had us beating Colombia in the second round.
I think I had us to beat Brazil in the quarterfinal. That's me being optimistic, but I just think it's not as cut and dried as everyone's saying. If we run into and we get beat, we've played both of them in friendlies in the last 6 months and we've held our own. So again, it's a friendly, but for me, England-Germany's not like any other friendly. It's always a proper game.
I think as soon as we play a Brazil or a Germany, it'll just stick Jordan Henderson back in there, won't it? Straight away, you're playing sideways.
And our biggest concern is we always freeze at tournaments, which is the big worry. But I'm being positive. I'm looking forward to it. The World Cup is always a good thing, regardless of whether we're in it or doing well, because it's lots of football. I love watching the fans from different countries. Yeah. They make it, don't they? Like, and you've got like the Nigerians were loving it today, and you've got loads of other the Senegalese there.
The Egyptians are going to be loving it. They're just going to be loving so.
Yeah, definitely. So and it's a good sign that hopefully Mohamed Salah will be fit for they think their second game, don't they? So because he deserves to go to the World Cup after the season he's had. So we might do a little betting special one then.
Oh yeah, we mentioned this earlier.
Oz is the expert.
Well, not got a great record.
Well, you better than me. So
I didn't have the Euros last time,
didn't I? Donate money to William Hill. So we might have a look at that, give our tips for top scorer, who's going to win each group, and then check the odds on the winners and maybe an outsider to have a look at. So we might bring that to you in a week. But for now, as always, up the Gills and come on England.